I know my girl loves me because she lays my edges even though I ain't got none. They fell like feathers, like snow, like rust from my sky, my scalp a bad omen. I told her I was bald and she laid hands on me. I told her they fell out, I ain't got no velvet. My beauty then soured, God looked at me and purses her lips. My girl hummed soft and low, prayed over the toothbrush, dipped its bristles in water, prepared the gel, her breath a choir, her moving mouth my only song.
Tell me about when you first met.
I mean, we're both poets.
Yeah.
And I had never heard her do poems. I never read her work before. But I was running a venue in Roxbury, and then I heard her do a poem for the first time, and it was really incredible. Like, it was about, I mean, it was equating like Jesus, Jesus with the idea of blackness. And it was just, you know, I mean, one, poems are poems, but two, to have theories and theories around blackness, really. Mm-hmm. I was just, my mind was blown. And then months later, she came back to do her own feature. Yeah. And then that was the first time we became friends, I'd say. Yeah. She has a great story about me helping to put her hair up.
Okay. So it has to go on record that it was very platonic at the time, right? I stayed over at her place, and I had just gotten my box braids done. So anyone who gets their box braids done, like the first, like a good 2 or 3 days, right? They don't move. They're tight, you don't move them. And they were like, boom, they was down there. So I was like, I need your help to get my box braids in order, like in a little shower, like a huge shower cap, so I could take a shower. And like, she helped me, but it was like...
very intimate.
It was, and not purposely.
Listen, that will make you fall in love with someone.
Yeah.
It wasn't on purpose.
Now, this guy helped take out my crochet braids.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I still love him a little bit. Like,
it's real.
It's super
something
intimate.
With the hair is something else.
What makes black love black?
Saying out loud and claiming out loud black amidst the love is what makes black love black. And I think for me too, as a both fat, dark skin, you know, queer, masculine of center person, for me it becomes not difficult, but I think certain places don't love me how they should, right? Mm-hmm. And so if somebody I think can love me and all of my large blackness, you know, I think then for me, like, that is a part of black love, is right, just loving blackness.
I think it's that choice to fiercely love each other, no matter the odds, no matter how uncomfortable it might make other people, right? No matter the consequences, you know. So I think it's always embedded in that choice. I hate when I talk about like black love, and sometimes what folks get is that it's a struggle, you know, like a struggle life. But it's also like joy, you know, like gosh, how joyful it is that we get to choose this as well, you know. If we're thinking about like ancestors, how many of them did not have choice, you know. So it's like I choose this and enjoy as well, right? I choose to be beside this woman that I love, and I wouldn't really have it any other way.
And a beautiful resistance exists in the joy. Yeah. So tell us what gives you joy when you're together.
Well, she's funny. Like she's
You
really
think I'm funny?
Oh yeah, I think you're so funny, and we have great like humor with each other. We have great banter. What else?
I'll say one of our good friends says that we end homophobia, but that we like move through the world and we're just so cute that nobody could be homophobic, you know?
Yeah.
And while whether or not I think that's true and whether or not I think that's too much of a heavy lift,
Yeah.
I do love practicing fashion with this person. I think it's so much fun. I love traveling. I love eating good food. I like literally going out and just being excellent. Yeah. You can keep that in.
Okay. And like this?
Yep.
When did you know you wanted Crystal to be your wife, and what were the qualities you were looking for in a wife?
Sheesh. I don't mean to sound selfish, but I think you just love me so well. And so I told her this yesterday or maybe 2 days ago, but like she's my safe space, you know? Like I can really just I'm gonna try not to cry now, you know. But you know, I feel like I can just be soft in a really nice way and be vulnerable and be like my weird, awkward, sometimes incorrect and wrong self. And the love feels very unconditional. And then also she just makes me demand things like that I deserve.
My girl positioned for a twerk session. Knees bent, hands below the thigh, tongue out, head turned to look at her body's procession. She in tune, breath in, breasts hang, hips freshen. She slow wind, post waistline to a beat bled for her. Ungilt the knees for the session.
I consider love to be like the ultimate language of liberation, or liberation to be the ultimate love language. So I've been thinking a lot about Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott King and what we're embracing when we say, you know, love and liberation must always be together. Like you cannot have justice without love. So how do you guys feel about love as a radical tool of the revolution?
I understand it as the key and the tool for achieving not equality, not, you know, I don't know what I'm reaching towards exactly. I don't know what as at the end of the revolution, but I know that it absolutely requires some kind of understanding that everybody's human at the very least.
And I feel like when we are in a perpetual state of war, a perpetual state of oppression and fighting, you know, for the revolution, we lose sight of like what is on the other side. So it's important to always center that love because it helps you center what you're fighting for. Love equates freedom for me. And it's also like, yes, this is why I am fighting the good fight. This is why I'm fighting against oppression. Because at the end of this, hopefully, you know, if we ever reach it or if we reach it in increments, we will reach some kind of freedom through this love that we are envisioning for ourselves.